Hi, my name is Tony and today I'll show you how to make this backpack right here. And all you're gonna need is some leather, a few bits of hardware, and of course the pattern. Let's get started, just like that. First things first, you're gonna need to download the pattern before you do anything. For that, I left links down in the video description for you, and once you got and downloaded the patterns, open them and print them at actual size. Looking at this backpack, you can immediately tell some of the parts are much too big to fit on a single page. So I had to split a lot of the pieces over multiple pages, and there will be two assembly diagrams to help you put everything together. One for the softer pieces I used chrome tan for, and the other one for the vegetable tan leather parts like the flap, the straps, and so on. As a matter of fact, the largest piece is so big I had to spread it over 10 different pages. And here is how I did just that. Become a Diesel Punk Road channel member and get 2 different leather working patterns every month. Watch our live build along sessions whenever you want and proudly show your very own Diesel Punk Road badge every time you post a comment. Click that join button and unlock all of these exclusive perks right now. For this build, I decided to line all the chrome tan leather bits, and I use some pigskin for that, or at least I think it's pigskin, maybe pork, maybe bacon, not sure. But let's move on before I get too hungry. So here is how I lined my leather using cement glue. Once the leather is ready, you can use masking tape to stick the paper patterns onto the leather and then punch all the stitching holes. You may have noticed in the videos this piece here has 2 rows of holes at the top, all right? Well, I realized one row was enough, so I will later trim a bit off the top right here. And don't be alarmed, one row at the top and two at the bottom is correct for this large piece. I wrap some wax along the stitching lines so the steel goes in and out much easier. That's a good tip, and you should always use it. After you punch the holes, use a sharp blade to carefully cut all the leather out. I also recommend you apply some edge paint before you continue your build, all right? That'll keep all the moisture, all the water out of the leather. Well, these are all the lined pieces of chrome tan I used, all right? For every other piece, I used 6 ounces of vegetable tan. In order to finish the edges for this particular type of leather, I first used an edge beveler to round the edges a bit. Then I applied some leather balm to the entire surface, then a bit of water-based dye, and then rubbed some burnishing gum into the edges till it got all nice and shiny. And that's pretty much every piece you need to put this bad boy together right here, this guy. I will start with this little buckle strap first. Once both buckles are strapped onto the main piece, we can go ahead and install the zipper. By the way, I put together a full hardware set for this entire backpack with everything you need, like, the buckles, the swivel hooks for the straps, rivets, and even the zipper. I'm gonna leave a link for you down in the video description if you want to get everything you need in one place. Back to the zipper. 2 strips of double-sided tape are very useful to hold it in place while we stitch it right there. Next, let's move on to the front pocket. First, attach the 2 sides like I'm doing here. Then you do a U-shaped stitch, starting down from the top across the bottom and back up here. It's always a good idea to get your maker's mark somewhere on your product, and I'm gonna do just that right there on this piece of the front pocket. After I stitch the logo piece, to the rest of the flap, I'm gonna attach the whole thing above the pocket right there. I forgot to punch the placement holes for the sun brown buttons, all right? But I'm gonna do that now, but don't worry, they'll be marked on the pattern files for you. And yes, I'm glad you asked, the sun brown buttons, these two little guys right here, are also included with the hardware kit. Link down below. Next, let's stitch the edges here at the top, okay? Well, they're mostly for decoration. This will prevent the lining peeling off in case the glue gives up, all right? But, you know, only here and here, all right? Don't touch this line till later when we attach the flap. Now, let's do these two folds on the side. And after, we're gonna connect the entire piece at the back right here on a simple straight line. Okay, let's leave this main piece on the side for now and focus on the bottom, all right? We're gonna start by prepping these two D-ring holders right here. Once the edges are all nice and shiny, we're gonna use them to form a loop with these two bottom strips right here. The way I chose to attach them, it's kind of peculiar, so do pay close attention to my fingers and make sure the D-ring is pointing up to the 2 rows of stitching of the strip, okay? Once you close the strap at all ends, we're gonna need to attach it to the bottom, all right? But before we do, I will use a bit of water to bend and shape this edge inwards a little bit. I also left markings on the pattern where you need to start connecting these two so they're all centered correctly. Okay, now pay close attention to me for a second. You can go ahead and attach the bottom piece straight to the strap we just made. No problems there, all right? Less work action. However, if you're looking for this detail here, this piece of leather sticking out like it's nobody's business, then you're gonna need to take the long strip of leather you have left on the side, fold it along its length, and stitch it in between these two pieces like ham between two pieces of bread, all right? Also very important, we're gonna overlap the last two holes of said strip. So start stitching from the third hole like I do here. Well, that was the bottom. Quite a lot of work, but ever so beautiful. Next, we need to attach it to the main body along these two rows right here. Why two rows instead of one, you may ask? Oh, is that too much work for you? You got somewhere else better to be than here stitching a bag? Oh, I feel for you. Life is hard. Quick tip for you. I found it easier to do these stitches if you start with the bottom one, okay? And also if you roll the edges down a little bit of the main body. Anyways, once you're done, let's continue with the flap. We're gonna insert the 2D rings and connect the straps to the flap, then insert the handle strap through these two slits right here, and then stitch those in place, and finally we'll do this guy and this guy, these two stitches, and we're gonna attach the whole thing. Just watch me next. After you do all that, grab 4 rivets and attach the closing straps to the front right there. We're now ready to attach the whole flap to the rest of the bag, and I'm gonna use 2 stitch holders to keep my pieces in place, okay? Sweet, the backpack is done, but unless we make the shoulder straps, all we have is a handbag, okay? So let's go ahead and make 2 of these, and these are all the pieces and hardware we're gonna need. Plus a piece of sponge, optional of course. After you fold and stitch this piece to the main strap, you can insert a piece of sponge in between for added comfort. You don't have to, but I think you should. And I didn't have a long piece available, so I carved 3 of them and fit them inside the best I could. After you do that and close the other side, we're gonna need to attach a swivel hook at this end and a strap at this end here. The last piece of the backpack, it's this little guy here. Make a couple of them and then we're all good to go. Well, congratulations, you are done with the whole backpack. And I don't know about yours, but mine looks amazing. Look at this thing. And I'm gonna go pack everything I can inside this guy and go out on a new adventure. But not before you click that like button and subscribe to this channel. No, I'm serious. I'm not going anywhere till you do. What's the matter? You don't want me to go out and have some fun? You do? Then click that subscribe button and click that notification bell for good luck as well. Because I'm out. Thank you for watching. Peace.